Good evening, dear listener. Settle in, find your quiet place, and let your breath slow. In this moment of stillness, let us gently unfurl a question that has rippled through the tapestry of human existence for millennia. A question whispered in sacred texts, pondered by philosophers, and felt in the deepest chambers of the heart: is heaven just a memory of earth? For many, the very word heaven conjures images of a distant, celestial realm, a golden city beyond the clouds, a final destination. But what if the profound peace, the boundless joy, and the eternal embrace we envision are not entirely foreign? What if they are echoes, amplified and perfected, of the most sublime moments we have already known, here, in this earthly realm? Let us drift through the ancient currents of human belief, beginning with the vibrant tapestry of religious thought. In Christianity, heaven is often painted as the ultimate homecoming, a place of eternal communion with the divine, free from sorrow, pain, and tears. It's described as a new Eden, a garden where rivers of life flow and trees bear fruit year-round. But consider these descriptions: reunion with loved ones, perfect peace, unending joy, a radiant light. Do these not resonate deeply with our earthly ideals? A perfect community, boundless compassion, moments of pure, unadulterated happiness. Is heaven, then, a new creation entirely, or is it the ultimate refinement, the flawless, platonic form of the very best moments we have experienced here? A memory of what perfection could be, made real. Then, turn your gaze eastward, to the profound insights of Hinduism and Buddhism. Here, the ultimate liberation is not a journey to a separate realm, but an awakening. Moksha in Hinduism, or nirvana in Buddhism, signifies a release from the cycle of suffering, a dissolving of the individual ego, and a return to pure consciousness, an undifferentiated state of being. This isn't about going somewhere, but about realizing something. What if this return to pure consciousness is the ultimate forgetting of earth as a separate, distinct place? A realization that the self and the world were always interwoven, like threads in an infinite tapestry, and the illusion of separateness was merely a dream from which we finally awaken. Is nirvana not a destination, but the memory of our fundamental, unified nature, long obscured by the veil of individual perception? And in Islamic thought, paradise, or Jannat, is described with exquisite detail: lush gardens, flowing rivers of milk and honey, delectable fruits, and the companionship of pure spouses. These are magnificent rewards, promises of eternal bliss. Yet, the imagery is undeniably sensory, vibrant, and reminiscent of the purest earthly delights. Is paradise a reward crafted from the very essence of our deepest desires and most cherished memories of comfort, beauty, and connection? A divine promise to fulfill the most profound longings that earth has instilled within us? The garden of everlasting peace, a perfected echo of the gardens we found solace in, here on earth. Now, let us float into the deeper waters of philosophical inquiry, where logic and intuition entwine. Consider Plato's theory of forms. Plato posited that everything we perceive in our physical world is merely an imperfect shadow, a fleeting reflection of perfect, eternal, immutable forms that exist in a higher realm. A beautiful flower here on earth is beautiful because it participates, however imperfectly, in the form of beauty itself. If heaven exists, could it be this realm of perfect forms? The perfect love we only glimpsed, the perfect truth we yearned for, the perfect beauty that stirred our souls, all finally realized in their unblemished essence? Is heaven the complete, unadulterated memory of these divine blueprints, laid bare before our reawakened perception? And then, there is the powerful, almost dizzying concept of Nietzsche's eternal return. Imagine, if you will, that time is not linear, but cyclical, that every moment, every joy, every sorrow, every choice you make, you will relive infinitely, precisely as it was. If this were true, would heaven be a place at all? Or would it be the profound acceptance and embrace of this life, with all its imperfections and triumphs, to such an extent that you would gladly choose to relive it for all eternity? Is heaven, in this context, not an escape, but a perfect, endless loop of your most cherished memories, moments so precious you would choose their repetition above all else? Finally, let us ponder the ancient debate between dualism and monism. Dualism posits two fundamental realities: mind and matter, spirit and body, earth and heaven, forever separate. Heaven, then, is truly another realm. but monism suggests that all of reality is fundamentally one, an interconnected whole. If monism holds true, then heaven might not be a separate destination at all, but rather a profound shift in perception. It's the same world, the same existence, but seen through enlightened eyes. Like a painting that reveals hidden layers of meaning only after a deeper understanding, heaven could be the realization of the inherent divinity, the interconnected beauty, that was always present in our earthly experience, obscured only by our limited awareness. Now, let our thoughts turn to the quieter, more intimate whispers of science and psychology. What of near-death experiences, NDEs, those profound, often life-altering accounts of journeys beyond the threshold? Tunnels of light, encounters with deceased loved ones, overwhelming feelings of peace, and often, a comprehensive life review where one's entire existence flashes by in vivid detail. Neuroscientists might suggest these are the brain's final, complex mechanisms at work, a surge of endorphins, altered oxygen levels, or specific neural pathways firing in the moments before consciousness ceases. Could heaven, in this context, be the brain's ultimate, internal comfort mechanism? A final, beautiful surge of memory, a tapestry woven from the most profound moments and dearest connections, providing a serene transition? A final, grand narrative crafted from the depths of our subconscious, a farewell gift from our own minds. And speaking of the subconscious, what if heaven is precisely that, the subconscious mind, a vast, boundless ocean within us, preserving our happiest earthly memories? Every sunrise that stole your breath, every embrace that warmed your soul, every shared laugh that echoed in perfect harmony. Our subconscious is an eternal archive. Perhaps the transition we call death is simply the ultimate unlocking of this archive, allowing us to swim freely in the currents of our most beloved experiences, re-experiencing them not as fleeting moments, but as an eternal present. So, dear listener, let us linger with these poetic questions, allowing them to wash over us like gentle waves. What if heaven is not a place we go, but a time we remember? A time when the world was new, when love was boundless, when peace was absolute. A perpetual golden hour, where every cherished memory blooms eternal. What if heaven is the laughter of your mother, echoing eternally through the chambers of your heart? The warmth of the sun on your face on a perfect summer's day, stretching into infinity? The quiet peace before sleep, that liminal space where worries dissolve, replayed, not as a fading echo, but as a living, vibrant reality forever? Perhaps heaven is not a distant reward, a prize to be claimed after a life well lived. Maybe heaven is the life we didn't realize was divine. The sacred hidden within the mundane, the miraculous disguised as the everyday. The sudden, breathtaking realization that the ordinary moments, the quiet joys, the simple acts of love and connection, were the threads of divinity all along. Heaven is like the resonance of a perfect chord, composed of all the harmonies you ever heard. Each note, a memory, each harmony, a connection, blending into an eternal, perfect vibration that resonates through your very being. As the quiet deepens, and the world outside fades, consider this: the warmth of a friend's hand, the scent of rain on dry earth, the beauty of a single snowflake. If these are echoes of a divine truth, then perhaps our journey isn't to heaven, but through the memories that reveal heaven was always within us, around us, part of the fabric of our existence. So tonight, as you lie in silence, as your thoughts become gentle waves upon a vast ocean, ask yourself, was there ever a heaven to reach? Or were you living in it all along, and just didn't know?